Hi guys, welcome to the Mountain of God. My name is Kamil. Today is 5th of August 2021. Welcome to the video number 46. Today I want to make a kind of short video, I guess, about the situation that we find ourselves in right now. That might be a game changer, especially for us Christians. You see, for many years we had tons of different issues that divided the church to some degree, and it had or not impact which we felt as like a major one, because there were different subjects, and I would touch upon just like international ones. When we had issues about about abortion, we've got issues or kind of, it was not clear for us how we're supposed to approach homosexuality. The church is basically divided on many of those subjects, not even mentioning the in-house ones, like doctrinal ones. But you see, those are the issues that we have had discussions. We had, church were splitting because of this or that, because some are pro, some are against, and more or less it had impact, but not so much. But now we find ourselves in a situation which basically might be a game changer, because first time in human history, someone is at least talking about forcing us to do something. And it'll be the first time in human history that we'll be forced as a human race. And I'm talking about vaccinations. And you see, based on what we said in previous video, and basically something that should be obvious to anyone who is, Christian and reading the Bible and, having a relationship with God, is that what kind of reality we are in, what kind of situation, what this whole thing is all about. And as we said yesterday, it's a war. It's not a game for our enemy, it's war. Satan wants us dead. That's that simple. That's why in this kind of situation, when the first time in human history we're going to be put in situation when we will be forced to do something, especially that some doctors who are against it saying that it might be a very drastic change that you will not be able to reverse. But that's a matter of you doing your own homework. I kind of ask myself that this is the situation when many Christians never were put before, because in many of those things like homosexuality or abortion, you might have your own stance, you might have your own point of view, but in this situation you won't, because the consequence will be much more dire than whether you agree or not that homosexuality is or not bad. You know what I'm saying? And then I started to think about it, and I said, wow, it just shows a lot about where we are as a church in general. Because let me play the devil's advocate, and as if God is, and he is capable of communicating, he will have stand on all of those matters, including the vaccination. That's that simple. In simple terms, you are able to narrow the question that it becomes so simple, yes or no. Because in general sense, he will have one answer for everyone. He is or pro-abortion or against. He is pro-homosexuality or against. He is pro-vaccinations or against. That's that simple. And the fact that we're divided just shows that some of us, at least, are not capable or not willing to ask God that question, what am I supposed to do? But now the situation changes, because you will have to make a decision. You will have to take it, or you will have to disobey and basically go against, reject it, and the consequences might be dire. It might cost you your life. So that's why when we're having this context of our enemy basically waging war to kill us all, the question is very simple: whether the vaccination is benevolent or malevolent. Is it for a betterment of the human race or not? But even if you don't want to, do the PhD on what it is and how it works and so on, and all of those RNA questions, blah blah, the thing is very simple. If you're a child of God, if you're a Christian, you're supposed to be able to go to your Father and get answer to the simplest question ever: yes or no. Should I be vaccinated or not? That's simple. And the fact that so many Christians are divided and are struggling with this, it just shows how many of us are not able, even though we say that we have a relationship with our Father, we just don't. So you see, that's why I want you to understand why this whole situation that we find ourselves in, when our politicians are saying louder and louder that they want to force vaccinate everyone. Because if this thing is malevolent, and this is the first moment in human history, then everyone will be forced to do something, and it is malevolent, it will not be good. And if you go into details all of this, you will see how much it might be dangerous, if that's true. So that's why again and again, everything comes down to the very simple question: are you able to go to your Father, ask him a question, should I be vaccinated, and get the answer? Because every one of us who is in contact with the Father should get the same answer. That's that simple. And you may say, maybe it's a matter, maybe he'll tell you yes and me no because I have some conditions. No. He'll tell you the same thing, because if he is able to tell you what you're supposed to do and you're able to talk to him, he'll be able to tell you what you should do not to have problems. If he'll tell you that you should be vaccinated, even if you have some conditions. He can make miracles. It's not a problem for him, but it's all about the meaning kind of behind it all. Because if it's benevolent, if it's good, then he'll say yes, just do it and everything's gonna be fine. But if it's malevolent, there's no situation where he'll say yes, do it, and don't think about it. So listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. We got to the point when revelations are basically rolling in front of us. It's straight in, it's just basically in our faces right now. It's happening right here, right now. And interestingly enough, the thing that will save your life or not in the physical realm and in the spiritual realm, if that's the thing that is hunting us, it means that everything hangs on one simple thing: your ability to ask your Father a closed question, yes or no. That's why I want you to ask yourself, do you have this capability? Because now everything comes down to this simple thing. So think about it and do something about it. Because if you can't, if you see that your relationship with your Father is a theory, then I would advise you to read, pray, do whatever to change that state. In one of my first videos is talking about how to talk to God, how it happened in my case that I can. Maybe that will be something to help you. But do everything you can to get this ability, because if not, it might cost you your life. But if you do, not only you'll know what to do, but it opens the whole new door, because now when you're able to ask him close questions, you can learn how to ask more complex questions, and then God will be able to use you to do something more than just survive. Listen, if you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, comment as well. Tell me what you think and what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to talk about it for you. That being said, see you in the next video.